Listen closely, because what I'm about to tell you, nobody has ever told you like this before. Your greatest battle is not outside. It's not your boss. It's not your family. It's not the world. Your greatest battle is in your mind. Every morning, before your feet touch the ground, your mind whispers something. It says, you can't. It says, you're not good enough. It says, what if you fail? And most people, they listen. They let those whispers become chains. They live their entire life locked inside a prison built by negative thoughts. But I'm here to tell you the truth. You don't have to stay there. Because your mindset is the steering wheel of your life. Where your mind goes, your life follows. Think defeat, you'll live defeated. Think fear, you'll live afraid. Think small, you'll die small. But the exact moment you decide to change your mindset, everything around you begins to shift. Your situation doesn't change first. Your money doesn't change first. Your relationships don't change first. Your mind changes first. And when your mind changes, your world has no choice but to follow. Let me be real with you. Negative thinking is a disease. It kills dreams. It kills confidence. It kills destiny. But there's an antidote, and it's called belief. Belief is not some fluffy, motivational word. Belief is the fire you light when the world is cold. Belief is the hammer that smashes through doubt. Belief is the fuel that keeps you standing when life tries to knock you down. If you don't believe in yourself, how can anyone else? If you don't speak life into your dreams, who will? If you don't protect your mind will destroy you. So here's the challenge. From today forward, when a negative thought enters your mind, don't feed it, starve it, replace it. When your mind says, I can't, you answer back, watch me. When your mind says, I'm Noah.
Ready? You shout, I was born ready. When your mind says it's impossible, you roar, nothing is impossible for me. Change your mindset, and you change your life. Defeat negative thinking, and you defeat the enemy inside. Because the truth is, you're not waiting on the world to change. The world is waiting on you. The question is, will you rise? Will you fight back against the lies in your head? Will you refuse to be a prisoner to negativity? Or will you stay the same? The choice is yours. The power is yours. The time is now. Change your mindset. Defeat negative thinking and watch your life transform. You think your battle is against the world, but it's not. You think your problem is the job you hate, the people who don't support you, the money you don't have, or the doors that never seem to open. But that's not the real enemy. The real enemy is inside your own head. The war is not out there, it's in here. Every single day when you wake up, before you even look at your phone, before you even step out of bed, a voice in your mind already tries to decide your future. It tells you you're tired. It tells you you're not enough. It tells you to give up before you've even started. That voice, that quiet whisper of doubt, is the most dangerous enemy you'll ever face because it doesn't attack you once, it attacks you every single day. And the mistake most people make is they believe it. They bow down to it. They let that voice control their actions, their confidence, their destiny, and without even realizing it, they become prisoners to their own thoughts. Do you know how many dreams have been buried in silence because someone believed their mind when it said, you can't? Do you know how many lives are half-lived because people let fear, doubt, and insecurity run the show? It's not the world that holds people back, it's their mindset. The people who rise, the people who conquer, the people who shock the world are not the ones who never feel doubt. They are the ones who learn how to fight it. They look that voice straight in the eye and they answer back. They don't let the chains of negativity wrap around their potential. They break them. They refuse to surrender. And that's the difference between those who live and those who merely exist. The problem with negative thinking is it feels so real, it feels so convincing. That little whisper says, don't try, you'll embarrass yourself, and you believe it. That voice says, you're not talented enough, not strong enough, not smart enough, and you let it write the script of your life. But you need to understand that voice is lying to you. It's a parasite. It feeds on your weakness. It feeds on your insecurity. And the more you listen, the stronger it gets. You have to kill it. You have to rise up and decide that your mind will no longer bully you into submission. You have to put your foot down and say, no more. Because until you do, nothing changes. Until you win the war inside, you'll always lose the battles outside. This is why the greatest shift is not in your circumstances, but in your perspective. You could be standing in the worst environment, facing the hardest obstacles, but if your mind is unshakable, you're unstoppable. On the other hand, you could be handed every opportunity, every resource, every chance, but if your mind is negative, you'll sabotage it all. That's the power of mindset. That's why your fight has to start within, because the battlefield of life is won or lost in the 6 inches between your ears.
Your mindset is the steering wheel of your life, and most people don't even realize they've been driving blind. Think about it. Every decision you make, every step you take, every habit you build, it all begins in your mind. Your thoughts are the roots, and your life is just the fruit. If the root is poisoned, the fruit can never be sweet. If your thoughts are filled with fear, then every action you take will be hesitant. If your thoughts are drowning in doubt, then every opportunity will look like a trap. If your thoughts are small, then your future will always stay small. Where your mind goes, your life has no choice but to follow. You cannot think like a failure and live like a winner. You cannot think like a victim and walk like a victor. You cannot fill your head with excuses and expect your hands to build something extraordinary. The steering wheel doesn't lie. It doesn't matter how fast your car is, how shiny it looks, or how much fuel you have. If the wheel is turned the wrong way, you're headed straight for a wall. And that's exactly what so many people do. They pray for success, but they think failure. They want to change their lives, but they refuse to change their thoughts. They want to see the light, but their mind stays locked in the dark. And then they wonder why nothing ever shifts, why their life keeps repeating the same patterns. It's because your life is only a mirror of your mindset. The outside world is simply a reflection of what's happening inside. The truth is, the mind doesn't care what you feed it. If you keep giving it negativity, it will shape your reality into something bitter and hopeless. If you keep telling yourself you can't, eventually you won't even try. If you keep replaying every mistake, you'll convince yourself that you're doomed to repeat them. But if you shift your focus, if you start feeding your mind with belief, with vision,
with possibility, then your entire direction changes. Suddenly, doors you couldn't see before start to appear. Suddenly, the strength you thought you never had shows up when you need it. Suddenly, your path becomes clear because your mindset is no longer steering you toward destruction. It's steering you toward destiny. And this is not about pretending life is perfect. This is not about ignoring reality. This is about deciding that your reality does not get the final say. Your mindset does. Because two people can go through the exact same storm, but one drowns while the other builds a boat. What's the difference? It's not luck, it's not chance, it's not fate. It's mindset. One saw the storm as the end. The other saw it as the beginning of something new. One gave up. The other rose up. Same storm, two different directions, all because of the steering wheel of the mind.